Welcome back to Timber Rush, where one wrong cut, one bad pull, or one machine pushed too far can turn a normal forestry job into a full pressure test. Whoa, what were they thinking here? This is exactly the kind of setup that looks 1 second away from turning into a disaster. When a tree starts moving, running is not just advice, it is survival. And that is the point. Sometimes the tools you trust can still surprise you. A saw, a rope, a wedge, or a machine can fail at the worst possible moment, so checking the gear twice is never wasted time. Dropping a 4/8-inch redwood takes serious power and even more control. The scale alone is enough to make most people step back, but this expert makes the whole job look almost effortless. Then comes a brutal winter job. Cold air, snow on the ground, and a massive oak waiting to come down. That kind of work is not just about strength. It is about commitment, patience, and knowing exactly when to make the cut. Even when a job does not go perfectly, sometimes the win is simple. Nobody gets hurt, and no saw gets crushed. In forestry, that still counts as a good ending. But even with the right tools and a solid plan, trees do not always behave. The unexpected can show up fast, and once the weight starts shifting, the job belongs to gravity. A 90-foot cottonwood trunk is no joke. That is not the kind of tree you hand to someone guessing their way through it. It needs real experience, real planning, and steady hands. A hollow tree is even worse. It may look stable from the outside, but inside it is already compromised. At that point, removing it is often the safest option before it decides to fail on its own. This is not just tree cutting. This is precision under pressure. One mistake, and that tree could take the shed with it. The goal is simple, but the margin for error is almost nothing. Whoever built that treehouse probably never imagined it would come down like this. What started as something fun ends up turning into a careful removal job with real consequences. With the MS-192 ready and the transport plan already set, this is how you save time and money. The job moves cleaner when the cutting and hauling are planned together from the start. The way they handle those giant maple sections is impressive. Every drop looks heavy enough to shake the whole yard, and still the crew keeps the work controlled. Watching him work that saw is like watching a painter with a brush. Every movement has purpose. It is not just cutting, it is control, timing, and years of skill showing through. Then you see a technique like this, and you have to question whether the person has really done it before. Not every confident move is a smart one. These crews are not just cutting trees. They are working against gravity with chainsaws in their hands. Every step has to be calculated, like a dangerous dance with giants made of wood. When they start lowering that massive limb, you can feel the tension. That is not one person doing the job. That is teamwork, rigging, timing, and trust all working at once. Storm damage looks chaotic, but a skilled arborist can turn it into a controlled operation. Broken limbs, unstable trunks, and heavy pressure all become manageable when the right person is in charge. Then the super splitter steps in with 76 tons of splitting force, parallel beam construction, and wireless control. It crushes monster logs like kindling. No backbreaking struggle, no wasted motion, just raw hydraulic power making winter wood look easy. That tree shifted earlier than expected, but the operator was ready. The setup was right, the escape was planned, and the reaction was fast enough to keep the situation under control. This industrial saw system delivers perfect parallel cuts on every pass. Its advanced tensioning keeps both blades locked in line, turning raw power into smooth, accurate wood processing at scale. Built for forestry and farm work, this hydraulic cutter bites through trees up to 16 inches. Replaceable hardox blades keep it sharp, tough, and ready for the next stem without slowing down. Even when you are careful, trees can still fight back. One bad swing, one heavy fall, and a simple job can hit your wallet fast. Then comes old school grit in the mud. No fancy power, just low gears, steady torque, and pure off-road toughness clawing forward like a beast. The Eco-Log 688 dominates rough terrain. It grips soft ground, threads through tangled windthrow, and works with surgical precision. One wrong move and it is stuck, but in the right hands, it climbs, cuts, and conquers without losing traction. This push is flirting with disaster. One wrong surge of torque and an axle could snap. When machines reach their limit, the forest quickly reminds everyone who is really in charge. Its fuel-efficient diesel engine powers the Arbro 400 harvesting head and the Palm's 670 crane with ease. The Arbro handles felling and delimbing quickly, while the Palm's 670 gives the reach and strength needed for cut-to-length work. Electronic controls fine-tune every movement. Pure reliability, pure power. One tree, one chainsaw, but the method changes everything. Around the world, logging always carries a different rhythm depending on the terrain, the tools, and the people behind the cut. The Hyzohack Hem 820 comes in with serious anger. Its high-torque rotor and steel teeth swallow logs like candy, blasting premium wood chips into the trailer. Built for volume and speed, this beast chews through the job without breaking a sweat. And this 5M wood machine is not just nice to look at, it is a serious timber handling workhorse. Reliable, smooth under heavy loads, and precise with long wood, it grabs stacks and keeps the operation moving. With the trailer stable underneath it, this setup makes hardwood handling faster, safer, and easier every day.